Hello. Hello.
Hey, have you heard about the keto diet? This is the most popular diet across the world, which turns fats into fuel. Hi, guys.
All right. Hello. Hello. Ain't working, is it? Hello. All right. Pretty far behind. So far behind. Oh, well. You want to go out? Oh. Way down to the west now. You don't like that park there? Oh, here we go. Just don't hit me in the eye. I don't know if we're going to see this, so. They're pretty nice, ain't no bugs. We just gotten over it. Yeah. You gonna sit up there all this time just guarding it? You could go ahead, so we cut the nails. Clean the nails. What? What do you want? No, I ain't doing that tonight. No. Maybe. See how long we go on here. Yeah. All right. Let's go check this out. $200 a month. Rent a house. Let's go see. You gotta be kidding me.
Adorables. It will be a special video for me because I started this channel from that. Adorables can remember that my first video was about guest house, what you can get in Russia for $150, and you call it a guest house, but it was not guest house for us. We was living there while we building that house, and we was living there for many years, and we call it Времянка. It's something temporary house in English, temporary house, but you don't use this word temporary house. You call it guest house. So right now we finished repairing in that guest house, and I'm going to show you this. Right now it is a guest house for rent, and let's go to our little history, and important special video on our channel, special them in our channel. Adorables, did you remember this cherry tree? Yes, from our first video, that cherry tree. But our first video was shot in summer. Right now it is a spring. And forgive me, I am a little worried, a little shy, and I will make lots of mistakes. Susie. I'm gonna make lots of mistakes because I'm worried and he's such a neighbor.
All right, let's see what you got. Come on now.
So
oh, the heat exchanger.
My own house, especially this thing.
Damn.
Okay. So it's small, but it's cozy. Adorables, you can remember that we live here with Susie after marriage for five years. 5 years we was living here after our marriage, and in the same time we was building our new house, and it was not temporary house for us. It was our house. We live here, and let's go to only one room. This guest house have only one room. Yeah. It's a little bit different. Our sofa. But people who rent this guest house, they prefer don't use it like a sofa. They prefer to use it like a bed. But it is a sofa. Yeah. Windows, and you can see our new house there. We can make this. Do you remember my PC was here, there, and right now it's here. So many memories. So many memories.
Oh, so you're moving.
We
$200 a month.
to buy our
Cheapest
own
house.
property
Rent in Russia.
7 years ago. That's why our house
Oh,
near
that's
our
amazing.
parents' house. Our parents gifted us some piece of land.
That's a pretty nice house, and it's your own house for $200 a month.
It's not good to. It's not too bad to live with your parents like neighbors, because our parents, they are going to be older, and
Oh,
older.
yeah.
They can sick, they can ill, and it's good that
Don't burn that.
children, they can help their parents.
Oh, yeah. Treason in a few days. What else we got here? Let's go watch this. This should be funny. Fucking panicking Americans.
Look at all this. Look at the shelves.
Oh, we're going to do the baby formula like we did the toilet paper. Kick her ass. Kick her ass.
You just cleared the whole shelves of all of this formula. And I'm not paying for it? I have a child at home to feed, and you just cleared the whole. Can you share with me or something like that? Because this is I saw it here, I'm buying. I don't know, you come after me and say, oh, I want to take that. Because I'm waiting patiently. Was I not waiting patiently? I don't know, you get this. But still, this is the whole reason why there's a formula shortage. You take all the formula off.
Hold on.
Buy it all at once. You come after me, I don't know, you get this one. That doesn't matter. I'm saying this is the whole reason why there's a formula shortage. You come and you buy all the formula at once. And there's kids who need formula today who won't be able to get it because you just bought it to stock up. That's not your problem, right?
Did they stop fighting? Oh, man, I missed it. Yeah.
Shortage. You come and you buy all the formula at once. And there's kids who need formula today who won't be able to get it because you just bought it to stock up. That's not your problem, right?
No, right. Look at the star shells in there. Where the hell was she? It was all empty. Oh, yeah.
Abu 7, we've got some huge information here. So much so that every bit of it won't even be shared in this video. Most of it's going to get dropped on tonight's live stream where it's censorship free because it's the only place that I can do it. Now, with that said, we have Biden trying to hand over unilateral powers today to the WHO, the World Health Organization, to allow them to declare a public health emergency whenever and however they want, overriding anything that our country wants to say. So
like the Constitution,
sovereignty,
Bills of Rights,
in the situation
sovereignty,
up to them, and they're voting on this in like 190 countries this week. This is absolutely huge. Okay, so the World Health Organization just put together this emergency meeting because of what they're calling this monkeypox outbreak. Well, would you know that there was a huge meeting in a huge dry run, so to speak, ran November 2021. Here we are. The NTI put a paper out on what they did, partnered with the Munich Security Conference to conduct a tabletop exercise on reducing the high consequence biological threats. And what is the name of the main thing that they touch on? Monkeypox. And it just so happens in their scenario that they have, imaginarily playing out that on May 15th, 2022, this whole thing goes into motion. This is on the
Jesus
PDF from
Christ.
their website.
I'm on a plane that you gotta be.
Welcome to the new phase, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking
Wow.
all this down on the live stream, all the guts of it, what it means, going through the whole white paper that they have over at nti.org on their official site, and what this all means. It again shows that we have discovered that they ran a simulation, and right here on the dates that they have in their paper that they produced officially, it aligns with the perfect timing right here in real life of them saying monkeypox is spreading everywhere. Those are facts, Jack. Join me for the live stream where I break this down
Good
further
job.
and where we go from here. You'll find links below.
When Bubba gonna do that?
After the December 1941 attack on Pearl Harbor, the Imperial Japanese Navy took close notice of the American salvage operations. They expected that it would take them over 6 months to recover from the surprise attack. They were wrong. In February of 1942, the Japanese realized that the attack had not achieved the desired results, as the U.S. Navy was damaged but not crippled, and the repair operations were advancing at an alarming pace. With this in mind, the Japanese decided to launch a second raid on Pearl Harbor to finish what they had started months ago. Under the codename Operation K, 2 brand-new Kawanishi H-8K flying boats carrying an impressive bomb load were dispatched without escort to bomb the dock. On the cold and dark night of March 3rd, the 2 flying boats breached the U.S. airspace with the enemy on their tails to bomb Hawaii for a second time. Not enough. On December 7th, 1941, a task force of Imperial Japanese Navy aircraft attacked the United States Navy base at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Despite alarming warnings that the Japanese were amassing large forces for
Of course
an
you were
purpose,
warned. Even fucking ham radio operators were warning them.
Operation K Saksen. Operation K Saksen, or Operation Strategy, was conceived by the Japanese High Command as a scouting mission to investigate and analyze the state of the American repair efforts after the attack on Pearl Harbor. The secondary objective was to take advantage of the state of paranoia that had taken hold of the local population and bomb the 1010 dock at Pearl Harbor to further disrupt the salvage efforts.
Monkeypox. Lewis. Monkeypox, man.
And testing the Imperial Navy's newest aircraft, the Kawanishi Kawanishi
You think?
H8K1 flying boats.
You think you're gonna get a change over there?
The Imperial Navy would carry out other raids.
You're gonna get rid of that
However,
witch from New
the
Zealand?
strategy relied on the effectiveness of the H8K
How you
flying
been,
boat.
Lewis?
Also called the Type 2 flying boat, the Kawanishi H8K was a large four-engine aircraft intended for long-range patrols or bombing missions over the ocean. It had a length of 92 feet, a height of 30 feet, a wingspan
You doing all right
of
over
4
there?
feet, and a maximum
Getting
crew capacity
cold?
of 10. The flying boat was equipped with 5 20mm Type 99 machine guns, 5 7.7mm Type 92 machine guns, and the ability to carry either 4,400
Good.
pounds worth of bombs or 2 1,800-pound torpedoes. Despite its weight, the Type 2 had an outstanding speed
Haven't
of about
seen you in a
290
while.
miles per hour, a range of 4,500 miles, and a service ceiling of 29,000 feet. It flew for the first time in January of 1941, and Operation K would be its first combat sortie. Still, only 2 would be available for the March
About the
4th,
witch in
1942
New Zealand?
operation.
It's coming, though.
The date was
We
specifically
just
chosen
watched
because,
Dabu.
according to weather forecasts, a full moon would provide clear skies and
Just
maximize
turned
the
cold
pilot's
lately.
visibility.
Yeah, it's just starting to warm up
The
here.
2 flying boats would have to fly overnight without any fighter escort to keep the mission as secret as possible. They would take off from Marshall Islands,
I think
cross over 1,900
Bubba did one
miles
this week
to land on the remote French frigate
on the
Funtitall.
monkeypox, but he pulled out some
Once there,
document.
the 2 Type 2 boats would have to await submarine
So
I-23 for a quick
monkeypox,
refuel. The
monkeypox.
Japanese pilots would
Everyone's
then
gonna
fly
get
310 miles to
monkeypox.
reach Oahu and fulfill their mission.
Brought to you by your good friend Dr. Fauci
As
and
the
the gang.
Imperial Navy prepared for the operation, radio communications were kept to the minimum, to the point that no one realized that submarine I-23 had gone entirely silent since February 14th, never to be seen again. Still, Operation K continued as planned.
So you're gonna have to
United
walk
States
around with a diaper on your head to
The 2
protect.
men chosen for the operation were seasoned warriors from the elite 801st Kokutai Fighter Squadron.
tampon or some
They were Lieutenant Hisao Hashizume aboard Y-71 and Ensign Shosuke
We ain't
Sasao
no,
at the controls of Kawanishi Y-72.
watch another one on baby
On
formula.
March 3rd, the 2 men flew to Woodgate Atoll.
You know, you told me this. I didn't need the whole fucking history of fucking the bullshit at Pearl Harbor. So we're just skipping that for a time ban. This is one of your homeboys. Well, he's from Ireland. I like this kid, man. He does some good stuff. If he'll play. Yeah, now your boy's in school? I think school gets out next month in America. No, I don't want closed caption.
The highest paid athlete in all human history is thought to be Roman charioteer Gaius Apuleius Diocles. He retired at the age of 42 after racing chariots for 24 years. This was somewhat rare, as chariot racing was very dangerous, and many charioteers died before making it to retirement. So, although he wasn't the greatest racer, his longevity and exciting race style allowed Gaius Apuleius Diocles to amass over 35 million sesterces over his life. This figure is difficult to accurately convert to today's currency, but it's thought this would put Gaius Diocles' net worth in the ballpark of $15 billion. In contrast, today's highest paid athlete, Michael Jordan, raked in a measly $2 billion. Actually, you wouldn't even bother picking that up if it fell out of your pocket. So what happened to good old-fashioned chariot racing? I mean, basketball is fun too, but I think given the choice to spectate a modern basketball game versus an ancient chariot race, we'd all pick the latter. You're sitting out in the Circus Maximus, drinking with your mates, the sun is beaming down, the Sabine women are looking good, and then someone gets thrown from the chariot and trampled to death. The crowd goes wild, life is good. Well, believe it or not, it didn't go away for good. In fact, a modern reimagining of chariot racing is potentially even more dangerous than the traditional incarnation. It's probably a lot cooler though. The ancient masses would have been mesmerized by this. So what's it all about? Well, chariot racing was a very popular sport in the ancient Greek, Roman and Byzantine civilizations. Generally, each chariot would house a driver, who was usually a slave or contract
A
professional,
railroad track's
and
as
this
wide
chariot
as a
would be pulled
chariot
by
wheel,
4 horses, or
for
sometimes
your
2.
information.
The racing required massive arenas and
Might
was
need it
very
someday.
dangerous. A number of horses pulling heavy rigs at high
Instead of
speeds
finding
colliding could
monkey
result in
pox
serious
here.
injury
No
and
way.
death
Yesterday,
for
for
both
the
the horses and the
fuck's
riders,
sakes.
which is probably
Oh,
why people enjoyed it so much. Despite the risk
I don't know
involved,
what
the
to tell you,
riders'
my
victories
friend.
were almost always credited to the horses and their wealthy
Some
owners.
call it
Nobody really gave a
Satan,
shit
some
about the
call
bull
it,
in the chariot. However,
you
similar
know,
to gladiators, the charioteer could transform his lowly status by becoming a celebrated and legendary champion of chariot racing, and this could net them a lot of money too.
I
as
wish you the
previously
very
mentioned.
best.
I guess it's not all too dissimilar with racing today. There are a few big names that make mountains of money, but a lot of these fellas are overlooked for what car they're driving until they make a name for themselves. The popularity of chariot racing declined after the fall of the Roman Empire, to the point where it has basically vanished in modern times. You can still see it in some form or another at the occasional festival or exhibition, and harness racing is sort of in the same spirit, but chariot racing just doesn't exist at the same scale it used to, probably because it's so dangerous. Why is it so dangerous? Well, I'd personally attribute it to all the horses. Horses are incredibly strong, incredibly heavy, and incredibly stupid, and that's an incredibly dangerous combination. Sorry, horse lovers, I appreciate horses are beautiful, elegant creatures, but they're also really, really dumb. I'm afraid of being paralyzed by a horse that fell on top of me at the shock of seeing a balloon, or kicked me in the head because the patch of grass it was standing on was a little too moist for its liking. So if we get rid of the horses, we can make chariot racing safer and thus a viable option for a popular sport
Cases
again.
of the other
Right.
thing.
So what if we replace
Oh,
the
no,
horses
yeah,
with,
they've been talking that
let's
shit
say,
here, too.
motorbikes? No, wait a minute.
Now, me and the
That
Bud
sounds somehow even more dangerous.
see a lot of
A horse
chemtrails,
may be dumb.
get
But
a rainy
motorbike,
night, and all of a
motorcycle
sudden we're
chariot
both
racing's
wheezing.
origin is commonly
What could be
attributed to the
happening
release
here?
of the silent movie Ben-Hur in 1925. It's thought scenes of chariot racing in the movie inspired people to have a go at reviving the classic sport. It's believed this began in Australia. The Australians, I guess, not satisfied with the volume of ways to die in their country. Now, drawing a man riding a chariot being pulled by one or more motorcycles is just about the last thing I want to be doing over and over and over again. And yes, that is how these videos are made, folks. I really do have to draw this shit. But thankfully, there are photographs and even footage of this. Early rigs consisted of the driver on the motorcycle pulling a chariot and charioteer that were little more than ornament. As the sport gained popularity outside of Australia and spread to Europe and America, more convoluted rigs appeared, consisting of 2 driverless motorcycles and a charioteer who controlled them from the chariot with some configuration of reins. Sometimes the steering was done just by making one bike go faster than the other. Other times it was done by a rigid extension attached to the handlebars of the bikes. Here's some footage of the mad bastards.
Wow, this is in Australia, dude.
Looks pretty cool, although probably not particularly
1930s.
safe. Then again, what was back then? If you're gonna die, I suppose you might as well do it in a motorbike chariot race rather than succumbing to lead paint poisoning, or inhaling asbestos, or owning a watch. They painted the hands with radium. Actually, they put radium in a lot of things. This is kind of what I'm talking about, you know. Back then, they just kind of did things like the first cavemen figuring out which berries were okay to eat. Sometime in the late 30s, we thought motorcycle chariot racing simply wasn't dangerous enough and decided to do something else. Chariot racing's popularity once again declined. However, it has not disappeared altogether. Motorcycle chariot racing does still exist today, with the added benefit that you can see how people have set up their rigs on the internet, just in case you too thought 70 was too high a number for life expectancy. On an unrelated note, just like chariot racing, my Twitter account has also been revived after a long period of extinction. I guess they finally saw sense. Let this be a warning to everyone else. So go follow me on there before I inevitably fall out with the new management too, and also buy a channel membership for added perks like exclusive emojis. And if you're not arsed going to another website or spending any money because you're a cheap, lazy bastard, well, I can respect that. You can just subscribe. It's free, which means it's pretty good value. Thanks.
The chariot race, an idea they borrowed from Muzzo's capital, only with steady steel horses instead of the wonky wop ones. And what's more, they're advancing. Even in the 30s in Australia, they had their versions of chariot racing, but Rome was never like this. It's a great race with Mark Anthony just ahead of Caesar.
Quick saw.
In the last 18 years, my needs for vehicles have changed. Nobody wants to drive a minivan alone, so that's why I had to go to Lee. Being a minivan mom's great when you have a car full of kids, but we don't have a car full anymore, so we decided to downsize to a cheap Grand Cherokee, even though we have a new one coming.
She sounds sweet, and she's from Maine.
18 years ago. I like their vehicles, their staff members are always helpful, and I always love my experience. I'm Amanda, and Lee is for me.
Oh, yeah. We can watch Vice President Harris make a word salad. They're pretty good at that. BB, let's go see what BB's up to. Digital pills. Here we go.
It is basically biological chip that it is in the tablet. And once you take the tablet and dissolves into your stomach, sends a signal that you took the tablet. So imagine the applications of that, compliance. The insurance companies to know that the medicines that the patients should take, they do take them. It is fascinating what happens in this field.
All right. Compliance. We could go on and on and on and on and on, but I'm looking for something happy, happy, joy, joy. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Pro rock band. I didn't see Jeff. Let's go see some Jeff. Oh, they were out on an escapade today. Yeah, put this on my bucket list too. I haven't figured it out. So this is Southwest, maybe Southern California, Nevada line. If you're interested, this is Jeff Williams. We're doing it in Australia. I see him on the television in the afternoon sometime. Metal detecting for gold. Pretty Nevada blue sky there. Oh, yeah. Nice.
God, look at that. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very good.
Oh, it is gold. I would have
have sworn that was a glob of dirt. Oh, and it's got some of the host rock locked up in it. This guy come wandering out of the middle of nowhere.
On a horse with no name.
Wait a minute, I know this song. And he just produced 2 more gold nuggets in an area that was sworn to be hunted out. So that's my point. You never know how much gold is in an area, and you can never say that it's hunted out.
Derek Brown, I've been watching Jeff's show for over a year and a half now, and I love it. I recommend being a patron of Jeff because, you know what, he knows what he's talking about, and these things are absolutely fun.
Well, Australia,
Fantastic. Would you do it again?
they were in all
Excellent. He's finding
flatland.
gold like nobody's
Takes a
business.
little work
Look at the
here.
size of that bunker.
Yeah, nice.
Ooh, I bet you're a happy bunker now.
I am.
Yeah.
My name is Paul, and I've been watching you online for a couple of years, and I finally got myself on one of these trips. Never really found any gold, other than tiny little specks here and there until...
Yeah. And he's like a human vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
And it's not even a full day.
No.
Imagine that.
It's all in like the first hour.
Yeah. Jeez, what are you doing at home sitting on the couch eating chips getting fat, huh? You get out here and find gold like the rest of us. Do you know what I'm going to say out there? You better know what I'm going to say. Get.
My name is Mark, and we're hunting for gold.
Wow. You sure that's gold? I better take it home and analyze it.
Check it out.
That's a nice piece. Look at all the quartz running through it. Oh, yeah. Tastes good, don't it? Oh, that's a nice one. Look at that.
Here we go, number 1.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, now you're talking.
This fool's a me.
Only 100 more to go.
That's it. I'm Scott. I'm from Massachusetts.
Yeah, wow, that's a long way to get out here.
It was a long flight.
Long
Are
way.
you glad you're here?
I am glad I'm here.
Yeah,
It's my
Massachusetts.
first piece of AU.
Yeah, he's going to find 1 million more.
A million more.
I know, once he's got the fever, you're never going to stop.
I got the fever. I'm going to get this shine.
So come on, let's go.
I don't know what you're talking
Holy
about.
cow.
Sasquatch says
a
it's
full
hot
stop.
and
Good job, Sonny Jim.
there's a
That's what I'm
storm
talking about.
coming.
My name's Kurt Rowe, and it's about finding AU.
That's right. He's good at it. Look at that. You're going to come up there and find some more, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Gotta find more.
Yeah, and it's got quartz in it.
That's pretty.
Now that's what I'm talking about. All right. Yeah. Good job.
My name's Terry, also known as Teresa Stone.
Also known as Don Stone.
Yeah. And I'm learning to be a gold digger.
I'm not saying she's a gold digger, but she's a gold digger. You should be able to blow that sand out. Oh, he's a big meaty one. It's a ripper. And you got quartz in it
It's a
too.
ripper. He must be watching that too
Good job. Ooh,
in Australia. It's a ripper. It's a ripper.
This is the first time I've used this mind lab, and I'll tell you what, it works because proof's in the pudding.
yeah, look at that. Quartz in it. Ooh, big old rough bunker. Didn't travel far either.
That means there's more.
That's right. Let's go. Wow. Oh, you got 2 of them. Look at them. They look like a little hand.
That's Anna and Mike.
Yeah, good job.
Dave Kincaid.
Yeah, remember him from the Partridge Family? I found him. Yeah, who'd you bring over here?
And that's my daughter, Anna.
Anna. So you got any shout-outs for anybody?
My wife doesn't let me go. I think he is.
Hey, what is this? A golden retriever? That's cheating.
Yeah,
That's cheating. That's a
How the hell are you
dog. He's
keeping
got his
them
cool
goggles
shades
on?
And I'd like to shout out to my puppy, Leia.
That dog will never do
Oh,
that.
cool beans. Cool beans. You have fun?
A blast.
Excellent.
Finally can figure this thing out.
So come on. Let's go. Look at that thing.
Janon.
Gin on the, wait a minute. How do I remember that?
Gin on the rocks.
Gin on the rocks. What if I don't drink gin?
Shake it, not stir.
So she found her first nugget today. She's in here taking a break. That sun will beat you up.
Yes, it will.
And
Oh,
man,
I'll roast
did
you.
Really good. Is that your first nugget?
First nugget.
Wow.
Yeah. My eyes watering, sorry.
Oh, yeah. I
You
know.
know where to
I'm
hide
sorry.
there unless you bring
So
it.
you know what always makes me feel cool is when I say, "So come on, let's go."
So
Beautiful
beautiful.
babies.
Oh my God.
Look
Look at my shiny.
You got fly poop in there too. All that monster finds the smallest gold.
Fistfuls of AU. Smash that like button.
Smash it hard.
Sounds like something big coming this way now.
If you shop on
Oh,
Amazon,
yeah.
you should use this
All
tool.
right.
It's a browser
Time is
extension
it?
that automatically compares Amazon to other
Eight.
sellers to see if there's a better price out there.
It includes tax and shipping in that price, so you know you're really getting a great deal. Plus, it's totally free, so do yourself and your wallet a favor and try it now.
Porque tres es mejor que uno. Comparte el paquete
Holy
Disney.
shit, YouTube ain't even putting on the English commercials anymore. That's wild. Fuck you, English people. We're infiltrating your southern border and nobody gives a shit. So go fuck yourself.
I'd say it's a good 60 feet down. Yeah, that's some good looking deposit. Imagine when they got here and start
Come on,
drilling and
clear up.
blasting. So he made this on his lathe.
Fucking end up
He
needing
wanted
glasses,
us
right?
to give it to you guys. So give him a round of
Clear up.
applause.
It's on 720p. You still here? Anything else you want to add? Haven't seen you in a while. Come on, clear
I'm
up.
going to be assisted by Amy. Come on, get over here. All right, I'm going to be assisted by Amy. Come on, get over here.
Wait, that's not my name.
Oh, Anna.
Bad for the eyes. Well, we'll go up even more quality, I guess. See if that works. No, you ain't here. All right. Well, you take good care. What? There you go. Well, this should take a few minutes. I'm going to take a break. I haven't seen any. Oh, I thought you were going. 0 people in the room, even on StreamYard. I know it did this shit on YouTube. You haven't seen any? Yeah, well, you know, Stephanie still does hers. Skywatcher does hers. Some of us others just throw shit up there. No one's paying attention. Boy, sometimes they screw this country sky up so bad. Who else had one the other day? I think, Leslie Boslaw. She did one in Oregon. It was hideous. It was beautiful blue sky like that. All of a sudden, here they come. There's a whole shitload pack of them, too. And that was it. Fucked it up. Done deal. Let's try something else here. I've been watching the goddamn commercials, too, trying anyways. And he ain't going to, if I get out of here, he ain't going to get paid 10 cents or whatever it is. Oh, yeah. Come on, man. All right. That's more better. I just let it simmer down. Whatever the frig is going on, let it simmer down. So if you become $10 a month, you can join him on these. He takes you to places with some gold bearing ore. and they all go out and do metal detecting. Pretty cool. It's got a good channel. He's been growing. Oh, why are you starting to buzz now? My fan's starting to buzz. I just fixed you the other day, son of a bitch. What the hell's the matter? All right, let's see. I never watch it in HD.
Look, I have a date at like 2 o'clock, so.
You don't have a date.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I think you're from the man who knows.
All
right.
So I can tell him anything about my love life.
All right, Mr. Sunday.
What?
Get up in there and grab a name. All right, this is for fourth place. Whoever you read off better be drinking alcohol.
Drinking alcohol? Fuck that. Not in that desert. It's the last thing you want to be doing. We'll go back to this. I'll be back. She's having their monthly time, I guess. You got clouds rolling in. Probably going to get foggy tonight. Why is this thing buzzing again?
Are you drinking? Drink beer. All right, so now you got smoke beer. All right, dirty's up. Dirty's up. All right, shake them around. How about you? You want one?
Monkeypox. Monkeypox are coming.
Third place, everybody.
I gotta write a blues song. You're going to destroy the rest of the small businesses and leave the big businesses to flourish on the backbone of small business.
Mr. Eric. Okay, this is a book.
They just sent millions of shots
And I'll sign it. I got the pen.
to the U.S.
You get your choice of spectator from the sum that has the
IT said it was queers, homosexual men.
Give him a round of applause.
Yeah. It says that's the only way you can spread it.
All right, get over here, Amanda. All right, this is what? Which one is this for? Second place.
Just bullshit. Just gonna go on forever till they crush everything. And then, like I was in AutoZone the other day, I says, I got an MMI on my channel. I got a nudity strike. Oh, I'll get this one in a minute. Wait for this. If you hang around here for a little bit after this, I'll get you a cool movie to watch. Anyway, and you're going to put my credit card in or debit card or whatever, and it's going to go, you cannot serve this person back in 2022. Now it's 32. You had a violation of YouTube. This is the way the world's going. Our country's going anyways. I don't really care about much of the rest of the world. I'm not selfish. I can only care about, but I see that happening. And the young fellow looked at me and he says, I bet you're right. They call it social credit scores, I guess, or some shit. Fucking lunacy. Yeah. We got a 3 this year.
All right, moment of truth, everybody.
Oh, bad boy. Wow. 821 grams. Wow.
Wow. And then, wait, hold on. He's not done. So he's up to 10.1. Congratulations. Give him a round of applause. He earned it. Bruce Almighty. Hey, no, thank you. That you came out today. All the way from Florida. Don't go back. All right. Hold on, let me tear it out.
Ooh, almost got
7.6 and a whole bunch of little ones. Good job.
That means today was 2.5.
Yeah.
The little ones, they make jewelry with them. Beautiful.
6.2 for Teresa. First time.
The ones with quartz in them, they cut them,
Come on.
and then set them, and they're really pretty.
7.
Supposed to be some with,
That's a weird one. 7.8. Give Christopher a round of applause. He earned them.
you can get, what's that shit called? The blue stone turquoise.
Holy. Who said 18?
I've seen a couple in my time. They're very pretty.
Last night at the bar. You cheated. 17.6. 17.6. Give that man a round of applause. Oh, yeah.
Look at this. Dog's even got booties on.
3.25.
She got that dog trained.
3.25 for the new guy. Yeah. I like that one. That was. Wow, that's a huge one. 4.3 for the big guy. 4.3. Give him a round of applause, would you? He earned every speck of it. That's a little itty bitty one. Wow. Oh, that one really hit hard. 5.3.
5 grams, ain't bad.
That's a dance monkey. 5.3. Give the old man a round of applause.
Don't look like the sun going down.
Wow, you found little fly poops.
It actually, it broke apart. It was together, but it broke apart.
1.3 and some really tiny ones.
Yeah, nice.
Nice. Stop that. 1.9. Oh, that's a little tiny 1.9. Give him a round of applause. He earned those too.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll finish off the rest of the
3.9,
businesses.
4 grams. Huge.
The fuel prices have gone through the roof.
I want you to congratulate each other because you
What are you paying? You know what you're paying for a gallon of gasoline there?
People searched and searched for nuggets their entire lives and never found anything. So
I think Hawkeye was $8, I think. We looked it up this morning.
Not only that, but we have Drake and Vinny over here who helped make it possible. They facilitated the trading. And round of applause to everybody.
I've been wanting one of them for my Gold Star days.
Language. What you looking at, boy? Pull those pants up, get off the couch, and come out here and join us. Man, we had a good time, didn't we, Spot? Huh? These guys found nuggets like you wouldn't believe, and it was their first time. And if it wasn't for Drake and his wife Vinny, we would have never, ever got these guys off the ground to find all this gold. We all had a good time, didn't we? Yeah! Would you guys do it again? Yeah! Then you know what I'm gonna say, huh? So come on!
These groups are getting bigger and bigger. Doing good. Good to see you, Jeff. Oh, that's sweet. That's amazing. Yeah, maybe someday. Check this movie out. This is what I got busted for. Moonlight Mile. Nude on the beach. Dummy, not moon. Won't give it to me. Nude on the moon. Says this was my. And you know what's really wild? There was no warning. There is no warning to watch this video. It's 5 years on YouTube. I mean, it gets more heavier than that. I'll put the link in chat if you want to watch it later. Kind of really goofy shit, man. So that's what I got burnt for. Like, how the fuck are you doing that? There's no warning on this one neither. When I clicked on it. Came from YouTube. Hey, how the hell are you doing that? Come on, man. Cooperation. Wow. Check that out for later. That was silly movie, man. All right. Arizona, where does Arizona really get their water from? Tomorrow they'll be out of water. LA will be. Greg's Restoration did a 1984 Toyota pickup Sun Raider. The real Yvonne's gonna laugh. No, I don't think a woman should decide. A man doesn't have no right to be voting on that shit. I don't think so. Yvonne's ready to go live. The fuck, kind of hypocritical, ain't it? A man voting on abortion. Mind your own business. Because ambulance are taking up to 7 hours to get there, and hospitals are full of wounded. I don't know why. I didn't even know that was going on. I watched one the other day about auto parts. That was unbelievable. How long she got? She only gonna. Why don't you come on my live? She might not have this. I'll go and give it to her. Maybe she'll come in. I'm doing StreamYard. So maybe she'll come in. Smart gal right there. So you're telling me that even in the city, if you call an ambulance, it takes 7 hours? Charles Schumer's got ousted on his sex partner. More Epstein fallout. Death Valley Gold Mine. What time is it? We can do this. These guys are cool. They just started their channel. They went in one the other day. I wasn't too happy with them going in. Ah, nice shower. Oh, boy.
Body wash. Number 1, you're scrubbing your balls with detergent.
Most stores.
Well, I don't use a brush, dummy.
Good morning, YouTube Planet Exploring fans. Tom and Julie here.
Morning.
She's here. Can't really see her though, it's pretty dark.
Here.
It's a beautiful day. It's about 76 degrees. It's only 8 in the morning.
It'll be a hot one, and that shadow ain't gonna last much
So we're
longer.
parking the Jeep. We're gonna go on foot from here.
A taxi. For real?
Wall ahead of us. It's a fairly narrow canyon. Oh, Julie's already leaving. I better catch her. Well, we're off on another adventure there, Julie.
Wow, it's a pretty steep canyon.
Yeah, it is. Beautiful canyon. I think there must be some
Oh, he didn't
moisture
put a
down
steady
here, so
hand on this douchebag. I
wow.
told him 3 times, set your phone on steady cam.
Rugged,
Won't be so
high
jumpy.
canyon. It's beautiful. We're actually walking through vegetation.
Oh, there's water there. Water there somewhere.
Yeah, these tall grasses. Kind of neat. Obviously, it's spring here. This is looking
Yeah,
up
of course
canyon
there's
where
a
we come
spring.
from. And here we have a little greeting this morning from.
Oh, look at that. I tell you, Lewis, these right here, you swear to God, when you see these, if you ever see these prickly pears, they look like friggin', come on, you son of a bitch. They look phony. I'm telling you, they look phony. They look like plastic flowers. You wouldn't believe it. Crazy. One of the most mind-blowing plants out there. I'm not a big flower fanatic, but them are crazy.
Hey, I see a piece of rail down in the wash. What's that doing there?
Sacked all the ambulance drivers. Oh, and teachers who wouldn't take the jabberoo. Good for them.
Wow.
They got their own fucking way, didn't they? Fucking scumbag communist bastards telling people what to do with their own body. Them motherfuckers should be lynched after a trial of treason and crimes against humanity. How's that? I said it.
That is quite a.
Now, you see how hard it is to get in this place? Imagine 1890. I don't know what year this mine was built, but this always blowed me away. I mean, if you says, go get me a 4x4 right now, and you was in here, it'd probably take you at least 4 hours to get to a place to get.
One whole side of that battery is missing. That looks like the base for the hammer. The mortar, is that what you call it?
That's a stamp mill. Drag all that shit in there. And a lot of the Indians were captured as slaves to carry all this shit in. Brutal backbreaking until they're dead.
The big hammer.
And they got away with it. California, anyway.
Tap it. Is what lifts the actual hammer and post when the cam pushes up on it.
Yeah, but now you need a steam engine or an engine bringing in a big one. Crazy, man.
So this is
Fairbanks.
November 29th, 04. And the actual badge on this particular casting is $5.99?
$5.69.
$5.69. And
Look, they still got ore in there.
there.
When these things were running, they were deafening. You hear them for miles. Well, they had 2 stamps. Just absolutely amazing. All the copper and nickel and silver.
Here's another shot of the mill.
Make beautiful coins for us, and then you throw them away.
I'm assuming to where the mine itself is.
They say there's...
So here's a trail. Let's see if we can mountain goat our way up there.
Everyone needs a flu shot. They're going to hard. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that.
Here's the chute from the side.
You know what's funny, too, is half these motherfuckers go to church, right? Where's your protection from that? What are you getting from that? Tell me 3 things you're getting from that bullshit. Nothing.
What makes this belt even better is the Talon buckle that is backed by a lifetime guarantee.
Now we got to the point where the stupid folks making us
every buckle is manufactured
need
from a solid piece of aluminum.
science jabberoo to live anymore. Yeah. It's fucking insanity. And then threaten people's work.
So we are at the mine.
Wow.
Portal is right there.
That's a nice piece right there. I bet you bust that up, you get some gold out of it. Fine gold. Look at that. Oh, boy.
There is the portal to the mine we're looking at today.
Yeah, they're going to do this. They're going, like I said, they didn't clean out enough businesses in this country.
This mine was first located in 1903
A
by
lot of
Indian
restaurants
named
went down.
Johnny Hughes.
Corporate
He was out
restaurants didn't
bighorn sheep hunting and
do
must
too
have
bad.
spotted something that looked good to him as far
They
as
just
the
write it off.
He went and showed it to a guy named Ishmael, who in 1904 came back and claimed it, I guess. Then Ishmael must have sold the claim to two guys by the name of
Frank Durham and Burton Gaylord. And these are the two guys who first worked this claim in 1905.
Okay, let's go in the mine and see.
So there at 1905. I mean, you don't got a good car to get in there and out of the, I wouldn't think. A lot of work. 10 feet. Every 10 feet, a case of dynamite.
He's coming out here.
Plus, you got a drill.
Remnants of track.
1920, they got rid of,
Someone's been pulled out.
they started pumping water in the stone drill, so people weren't dying in 6 months with the stone dust.
And then the track pick up again.
Oh, there's track in there too. All that track, all that lumber, it's just fucking incredible amount of work these people did.
Very nice suit. Yep.
Well, I think it's a mental disease going around myself.
Breeze coming out there. Oh, look at the nice leg.
I got through this winter without any problems. If I go out in public and put my hands on a counter, or actually, just about any time I come home and I wash my hands really good with soap and water.
Compressed pretty good.
You know?
Nice lagging wall here. Must be a pretty good stove.
But I remember our good friend Tin Foil.
Oh, look at the windlass.
I called him on
It's
Tuesday.
a long one, isn't it? Oh, it's still all there, too.
And I said, what do you think's going to happen? The ones that took the jab are going to shit the bed? Or the ones that didn't take the jab are going to shit the bed? And he says, neither. He says, he was pretty adamant about that. He said,
This one's open.
ones that took the jab
And yes,
are
there's a
going
big
to
stove
shed
there.
the nanoparticle. What is that shit called? You know what it's called. I forgot its name
Another big
already.
lagging wall here.
It was in some of the jabs.
Looks like the veins at about a 45-degree angle.
Look at that. Imagine working up there. You don't get a candle on your head. That's it. No pretty lights like they got.
So that's the end of it that way. Lagging's still in perfect condition.
That is just incredible. The amount of lumber.
That big chute. Julie's up to the windlass. Does it still work?
Wow.
Yes, you are.
There you go. Crank that
Oh,
bucket
nice and
up.
smooth. This end just has a 90-degree bend on the end of it to keep it from sliding out.
Yeah.
And you can see the cable marks on it, or the rope marks, whatever they used. Okay. And this is looking down. Yeah, well, go down. Go down.
Cool.
Down.
Good for you.
Piece of ladder
Oh,
there.
they're going to go in?
Make sure the ladder's sturdy.
These two, they went in one mine last week. I even wrote them. I said, that wasn't enjoyable. It was in bad shape.
Okay. That's looking up at the area where the platform and the windlass are. There's some tracks coming down, although they're not set up the way they would have been, I don't believe, unless they were that narrow. There's the ladder we just came down. Just goes a short ways to the right, and it looks like there's a stove that goes up some. stalls in there. And then the other way, you can see the vein right here still.
Yeah, that's when they were chasing.
The other way is a short, low stope also. A jumble of timbers here. Some cans and a rail. And then a low stope. 3 stalls. And it goes further down. Let's see if we can go down. Better scoot into that thing. Like nothing. Okay, let's go see what happens over here. Go down?
It just goes down a short ways and ends.
Okay, I'll just take a look.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
another little set of rails. I go down here. I don't even see any of the vein over here.
Huh.
Let's go back and see what the upper section looks, because I know you could get up that chute, or alongside that chute.
FEMA camps here. Gas lines going from outside to the air conditioning at once. Carbon monoxide or fentanyl. Yeah. It's a crazy world, man. I seen them.
This other ladder.
I seen what you're talking about. That's been a while ago. A lot of that shit has calmed down. There were a lot of YouTubers putting out information showing you that shit. The ones in China. I listen to a lot of people on radio, you know, a lot of old timers.
So you want to know where to invest $1,000 right now? Well, forget about stocks, real estate.
I never met anybody that did fentanyl, you know, at a doctor deal, you know, in a hospital or some shit. Excuse me. And why you just don't bomb fucking fentanyl plants? Oh, you can't. They're in Mexico and they're bringing it over with the illegals. They don't need much. We watched one a couple of weeks ago. I forgot the guy's name. He does a really good video. He took us right down there to Skid Row. They were talking about how dangerous it is now to shoot heroin. They get that crap in. Even pot, they're putting it in pot now. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. We have a DEA, a federal DEA in this country. They can't stop nothing. They never even stopped pot back in the old days. Fucking wasted time, drain the swamp. I don't even want to get into it about that fucking loser. It would have been a good place to start, you fucking scumbag. Well, he can get a hole in one, though. I probably couldn't do that. Come on, man. I wanted to see all them ABC agencies go. I guess I had higher expectations. Well, you couldn't do that. You go down there with a load of 45 and throw them all the fuck out. Don't come back. Get the popo. Well, I haven't really seen much out of there or New Zealand. New Zealand, they had that wicked nutcase there running that place. She's still in charge. Canada, too. That's another whacked out fucking place. I was watching the protests up there for a couple of weeks. And that Trudeau motherfucker, he's a New World Order. One of the girls said he was a love child from Castro. Then somebody had a side-by-side picture of him and Castro when they're about 30, 40 years old. And it was really pretty damn close, I'll tell you that much. I'm no expert at that shit, but they look the same to me. But she was a tramp, Trudeau's mother. I guess she fucked the Rolling Stones, supposedly. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you're a married woman.
Yep. That's looking back down the chute I just scrambled up. There's some more stoop to that side.
Remember, 10 feet.
Yeah, it goes just a little
10
ways
feet.
above me here.
Plus drilling.
Not too far.
And then you're going to muck all the shit out.
And there also, now I see there's another portal over this way.
That's a wall
There's a
right
low
there.
hanging wall here.
That's a
Most of
what they call the hanging wall, which is the actual tectonic plate,
there was another one
as
there
I
that's
understand it.
died. So this area must be sagging a little bit, shifting a little.
Overwhelmed, they are saying that newborns are dying. It's not looking good. Everyone has caught
This
it
must be the top of
3 times by the numbers. They are liars. Yeah, well, I mean, if they didn't lie, I think from day one, you know, our friend Verdia, I'll tell you a phone call with Verdia. She says, you know, I hope they don't do nothing nasty to me like put Corona
Always
Bona.
do stuff the hard way.
And they were doing it. They were lying through their teeth. They were getting money. Money was being printed. American workers were going fucking, weren't getting ahead. They were sliding backwards. House rents were going up. Automobile prices going up. Food prices were going up. Oh, there's none of this. It's double in price because of Corona Bona.
There's the portal.
We'll see what this
Climbing up
monkeypox
there.
is going to do.
I'm sitting underneath a couple stones right here.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
doesn't go far
when you get
past
to the
this.
point where you got to lie to get your way,
So,
that ain't pretty good
That's
shit
it. Let's
there,
go see
man.
the top of the mill and that big long chute that's outside.
Yeah, a lot of color in there. A lot of
There's the outcropping that
mineralization.
Johnny must have seen there on
Beautiful
the right,
sky.
above the main portal here. And then that top area, that's mine. That's where I just came out. Okay, let's walk over this way and go see the top of this chute that leads to the mill. That ought to be kind of interesting. Not much left of the old chute up high here. It's all falling apart.
Well, they probably
Let's
got
see if I
80
can't
mile
get
an
down
hour
a
winds
little
come
bit
through
and
that
see if
valley,
there's
let
some
me
left
tell
of the
you.
steeper section.
Firsthand.
Well, this is a look at the chute. I gotta say, it's one of the longer chutes that I've seen. Down to the mill there.
Yeah. Oh, probably trucking it.
Fellas, it's time to take care of down there.
This chick's got red skin like you know who.
The only tool with the performance and precision you need.
In your sensitive areas.
What the fuck you want me to do now, girl? Shave my fucking balls? What are you, crazy?
But when it comes to the full-on
I tell you what, go down there and bite them out one at a time.
Manscaped Performance Package 4.0.
Fucking putting this shit on my balls. Yeah, I don't think no one else coming in here, but Bubba come in here, ask
Wow,
him.
what a structure this is.
He's got he's got a website. You can put your jab number in and find out how many people were killed and how many people were injured.
I also don't know why they
I
covered
think I
the
might
top
have
of it.
that.
In fact, this might not be a standard chute. Maybe there was a rail that ran along the top of it.
You know what's funny? I mean, all these people in this world going for that shit, and they didn't even hang you a card. Hey, call this number if you got a problem.
Up on top of this. I don't know why they would have all these boards on top. And I'm just above the mill. There's a piece of drill steel and a cable anchoring this section on the steep part. And here was a cable tightener. A lot of times they would do that. They'd take a piece of steel or wood and crank that cable and tighten it up. And this part's all collapsed. So
look at that homemade wheel.
Drive wheel.
Ain't that so?
All the nails they put in there. And then this is the cam.
Then Kim's pick that thing up and drop it. I don't know.
That's the hammer. There was another shaft here. I'm not sure that this other side was ever operating because I don't see any. Well, there were some bolts on the foundation for it. But the cam is gone and the rod is gone and everything. Then there's this other wheel over here. This lines up with the drive wheel behind me. But what would that have been powering? The shaft goes underneath this bin.
Oh.
And the end of the shaft is over there, the other end. And I don't know where
Where'd
this
they put the motor?
It goes into the bin and I can't see it. The shoe's clogged.
The whole thing been nothing but a sack of lie, not answering questions. Just, it isn't the way you do shit. Not in America.
Bushing type thing they have here on this shaft.
Huh.
There's also a regular cast bearing here of some type. But these two things, I don't know what they would even use that for. Wow, look what you just unearthed. A Coors can.
No way.
Is it all steel?
Yeah.
All steel with a church key. Oh, that is cool. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Let's see the top. Look at the little teeny church key holes. Oh, let's get this on it. Little teeny holes on. The back of it's burnt out or rusted out. That must have been up, huh? It was just down here?
Yeah, the rubble.
Underneath this steel.
That's amazing.
Here's a riveted cast of some sort. It had a pivot point there. And something that would catch a 2x4 or something on this side. Instead of pitting. I've been sitting there for 100 years. There's where it was. So just up canyon from the mill, there's a little structure here. Looks like it was a bit of an old miner's shack, just a little sleeping quarters. There's a portal behind there that's open. We're overlooking a wash here, and there's absolutely zero waste rock pile. So
yeah, I wonder where the waste rock
a whole
went.
lot here, but let's go see what we do have. Here's the portal. It's actually a pretty good sized portal.
That's strange.
It's hard to judge the size of a mine by the size of the waste rock pile. And right off the bat, I see a piece of vent mine, so that's a good sign. So you can see a bit of quartz in the rock over here. And then right above the center of the back there's a streak of about 4 to 6 inches. It looks like quartz.
Oh yeah, all right. Everything gonna be all right.
The big fresh carrots and the whole lot.
And the mirror from your man is halfway down the street. You can say that. Wait, what?
Well, I said someone just clipped the side view mirror right off the delivery van.
When owning a small business gets real, Progressive gets you right back to living the dream.
Now, where were we?
Why, you're fixing to feel me.
What the fuck is he selling? Oh, Bayam jewelry. Still a lot of money out there. Always will be.
Okay, let's go see what we have. Here's the vein. Looks like they were following, but they didn't take. There's the hanging wall on the left. The vein looks to be at about a 50, 60 degree angle. It's warm in here. There's some mica in there, it looks like. And some iron. Here's a chute.
It goes to the outside.
It's an open shaft, huh? Oh, it sure does, doesn't it?
Wow. Ain't that special?
Must have followed some up that way. Yeah, right here. This goes up there. Oh, it's powdery dry here. Ooh, it's getting warm. What's your temperature say?
64.
Let's see. 64. 64 doesn't seem very warm, does it? Maybe it's getting humid.
It feels like it's getting humid.
Oh, I can feel the humidity, yeah. Here's something sticking out of the wall for a vent hanger. Pretty standard rounded piece of wood going into a drill hole. Looks like there was track in here. I see tie bumps. Let's go left here and look at this. Somebody had a little fire in there. I wonder if there are bats in here. Usually they did that to get the bats out, which is kind of mean to the bats. Here's their vent line. Not much there. Okay, back in the main line. It changes geologically here, doesn't it? Wow, is it wet?
Wow, is this...
Humid. It changes drastically from where we started. I didn't think this would even be this big because there was no waste pile. Man, it's so humid you can hardly breathe. Here's some tracks covered with stuff. It smells like sulfur, doesn't it? What a jumbled mess. Wow, look at the colors on the line here. There's a bit of a collapse here. Looks like it's slabbed off a little. Does it keep going?
Yeah, it's going.
Wow. Tracks are here, they're all rusty.
It's already 69. It was to 64.
So it went up about 5 degrees. There's a little cross cut. There's some old boards in there. I don't see anything else though. And then a lot of colors. And I can feel the mud starting to collect underneath my feet. Yep, there's some water right there. Get a little muddy.
Somebody from Lord of the Rings built them. Well, I watched one guy up in some young kid. He's going deeper in the mine, so he's been blasting and hauling rock out.
We'll have to get out our
Just tremendous amount of work.
and see if something fluoresces. Pretty wild stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
So different from the other mines around here that are dry and not humid.
No, they ain't got no graffiti in here, but usually they got graffiti with the workers write their names with the carbine lights. Some real nice artwork too.
Very different from what we usually see. It's dark and there's going to be some flowstone I can see coming up here. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Wow, that is
There's water, baby.
So it's just a small stope going up, but the flowstone is coming out of it like crazy. And then this thing. Is that soft or is that? Because it looks like it'd be slimy.
It is hot. Plant-based energy.
And then all this is flowstone.
Well, they done.
We'll get out our UV light in a little while and check this out on the way back.
They done. Watch when they walk down
Can you go now?
the corridor. There's water there.
Tommy knocker. A Tommy knacker. Okay,
So
continue on past the
they're up in,
flowstone.
they drug in this far. They take 6-foot drills, plow them in 6 feet, load them with dynamite, blast it, pull the rock out on the railroad track.
Look at it dripping, actually dripping.
You get 10 feet for a case of dynamite. That's what I mean. I mean, they've been walking how far? 10 feet. That's about what you get for a case of dynamite.
Oh, big drip just came down right.
They'll put mules in some of these mines. They lowered mules down 600-700 feet. Do the same thing. Drill and blast.
8. And a humid 72. Like 100% humidity. It's automatically sweat. Okay, we're working our way back out.
I'm hearing sloshy water.
That's Flowstone or something in them. I'm going to turn my light off and see if it fluoresces. Oh, that's kind of cool, isn't it? See that? I found that you have to kind of move the light.
Oh, yeah.
Look up
I'll be back.
fluorescence, how it works. It's when the UV
Some
light
places are picked.
excites the
They get really
electrons,
soft stone
and
and
then
they
when
pick
you
them.
remove the light is when the
They
actual
put the
fluorescence.
resource on one side and when they put
Something
the
like that,
ore
anyway.
on the other side. Whatever. So,
It's kind of neat. Hold on. It kind of changes some different colors, doesn't it? I don't know if that's calcite. I think flowstone can be any number of dissolved minerals. Okay, I didn't realize my camera lens had all fogged up.
Thermometer reads 76.
76 went up. And got about 100% humidity. It feels like it's 90 in here. Here's the sulfur area. We're not going to reuse this track, really. Look at the stuff going on the track.
I know, cool colors.
I know. This must have fallen down from up here. Yeah, very colorful mine. It's kind of neat, isn't it?
When we opened in 2018, our business plan was to grow quickly. We had 6 employees. 3 years later, over 50 employees. Being able to work with a credit union that believed in what we were trying to do has allowed us to grow so quickly.
gross. Oh, shit, whatever.
3 reasons to ditch generic body wash. Number 1,
It's shitty
you're scrubbing
out
your
there,
balls
man.
with detergent.
Most store-bought body
Oh.
washes are actually classified by the
Oh, shoosh. Well, after they blast, they go in with these long steel picks and they pull the hangers off. And some they load them up with timbers. Pretty amazing, all the different rock and all the different geology. All right, leave him alone.
Oh, let's get out of here. I really don't like to disturb the bats.
So where she's at, it probably took a case of dynamite. You can see like from that wall to that wall, and here's another one. No, not only that, is in the early days they used powder, and they didn't have ventilation. So these guys had to go down there with all that smoke,
Completely dry now.
shovel it all out.
Dusty.
But what he's saying is all this rock had to go somewhere. That's why when they talk about underground tunneling, the underground tunneling conspiracy, well, I understand that it's possible, but what you do with the waste rock? In other words, where that tunneling's going, there's got to be a pile of waste rock, massive. And there ain't no waste rock here, which is really strange. He even thought it was strange.
That's my little buddy. Crawling underneath those rocks. There he comes again.
They're pretty cool. They'll come up to you.
What you doing there, little guy? Anyway, that's looking back down
There's
the
a lot
canyon.
of
We're almost
water
back to
there.
the Jeep.
You get
This
that
is one of
much
the
growth. There's no
places
water
you see
there.
Grass in Death Valley. Tall ornamental grass.
Oh, he's in Death Valley.
So, from Julie and myself, we thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you on our next adventure.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Yeah, that pretty. First time I seen them, I said, that's fucking got to be somebody left something out there. Couldn't believe it, growing out of rock. It's like, shit, man. Ask Jeff Williams is in here, too. Oh, you son of a bitch. I'm going to shut down here in a few minutes.
So we're parking the Jeep. We're going to go on foot from here. Look at this huge wall ahead of us. It's a fairly narrow canyon. Those shoes are leaving. I better catch her. Well, we're off on another adventure there, Julie. Yeah, it is. Beautiful canyon.
Oh, yeah. So the guy we just watched, there's another fun to explore. Love seeing the old wilderness still in place. Good looking flowstone. Keep them coming because me and Slim enjoy seeing them. Ain't that nice? Another big YouTuber reaching out. You gotta smash that like button. Smash it hard. All right. Well, I was hoping it's fun for you guys as it was for me. What I got? Nothing else. Nothing else I want to see. German in Venice is in Germany. Yeah, I'm not going to play his right now. He was going grocery shopping in Germany. Stephanie did a video. We got time to play that. Let's go play this.
It is 10
Look at this
minutes
shit.
before 7 in the morning. I am in Vacaville, California.
So she ain't far from there where we just
I wanted to
watched.
share their sky real quick. I have to hurry before my daughter catches me being weird. Look at this. They've been here. This is looking straight north.
Oh, there are a lot of people. Fuck. Just think about eye protection. You think they had safety glasses? Shit.
Oh my goodness. There's something over there. Crazy. That's looking. That's probably
And
pointed
the
straight
carbide
towards San
lights
Francisco
is basically,
and up.
you know,
This is just a short
looking
one.
about enough light as 2 candles,
Forgot.
maybe a
It's
little
at
more.
61 degrees. The high is going to be 84 today, which is low for here. Thank goodness.
They're just mucking up everyone's fucking sky. There you go, California. Somebody's better get rid of it. Yeah, that's all I got for tonight. Never lose two, just put a cheese in a few days. That's 21 minutes. I try to keep it late on Friday night. We do our business all week long, learning about all the particulars. Well, I don't see you in a while. You stay well, and I hope the monkeypox stay out of your life. I don't think it's going to stay out of anyone's life. And Joe's getting fired up this week, Monday and Tuesday, with the mask bullshit. One thing I did notice, I watched a couple of people going into federal parks, and some of them had masks. But Matt's Off-Road Recovery went in, nobody had a mask in there. That's nice. Wear a mask at 105. Fucking idiocy. All right, well, I'm going to get out of here. You have a good day. Stay well. And what do I got to do? We're going to end it here. All right. Hasta la vista. Be good. It could have been anything. Could have been any kind of mine. It's not all gold mines. I watched them go in a talc mine. That was interesting. I didn't know that, but I guess in talc mine, you get asbestos. And they were very careful, I guess, mining the shit. They didn't get asbestos in it, but that's why Johnson & Johnson, I think, as I understand it, gets asbestos in the talc and the baby powder there. A lot of people use this stuff. That was a whole different world, man. I mean, it was crazy. It's all white, complete white. And they just follow the layer of talc. Now there they were picking it out with pickaxes too, and dynamite. All right, we'll see you later. Have a good night. Stay well. Lurkers, be good. Be good. Hang in there. It's going to get better. Have a good night, everyone.